Imagine this for a second. You're just a kid on a family vacation, running around carefree, when suddenly your mom freezes. She's staring at two men walking just ahead of you. She leans down and whispers with pure excitement, "That's Freddie Mercury, the man who sings Radio Gaga." At that moment, you don't quite grasp what it means. You're only 8 years old. But you're about to meet one of the greatest performers the world has ever known. This is the incredible true story of Neville Kay, a young boy from Johannesburg, South Africa, who had an unforgettable encounter with Freddie Mercury during Queen's legendary Works tour stop at Sun City. A chance meeting that would blossom into a lifelong treasure. Neville remembers that day as if it were yesterday. He was 8, just a kid enjoying a family vacation, when fate strolled right past him. His mother, a huge Queen fan, recognized Brian May and Freddie Mercury almost instantly. While she was bursting with excitement, Neville was shy, a little overwhelmed, and completely unsure how to approach someone so famous. His mom nudged him, encouraging him to ask for an autograph, but he just couldn't summon the courage. So she stepped forward herself. To Neville's surprise, Freddie wasn't the distant or guarded superstar you might expect. He was warm, approachable, and genuinely kind. Instead of brushing them off, Freddie came over to the pool where the family was sitting. Before they knew it, Neville's father and brothers joined in. His dad struck up a conversation with Freddie. Neville can't recall the exact words exchanged, but he vividly remembers the feeling. Freddie Mercury, the man who could electrify entire stadiums, was just sitting casually with them, completely relaxed and friendly. Then came the moment that would be forever etched in Neville's memory. His father asked if Freddie would mind taking a photo with the family. Without a single moment of hesitation, Freddie agreed, smiling warmly as he posed for the camera. For the Kay family, that photograph became so much more than just a picture. It became a symbol of kindness, of humility, and of the profound humanity in a man often remembered only as a larger-than-life rock god. Years later, when the world mourned Freddie Mercury's passing in 1991, Neville took that photo, had it enlarged, framed it, and placed it on his wall. It transformed from a simple holiday snap into a personal relic, a testament to a magical day that no concert ticket could ever buy. While millions grieved the loss of a legend, Neville held on to the tangible proof of a rare, intimate encounter with the man behind the music. Looking back now, Neville realizes just how extraordinary that meeting was. His family didn't even have tickets to the Queen concert at Sun City that night. They weren't VIPs. They weren't music industry insiders. They were simply a family in the right place at the right time. And what they received was arguably more valuable than a front row seat at the show. They shared real human moments with Freddie Mercury himself. What makes this story so powerful is the incredible contrast it highlights. On stage, Freddie Mercury was an unstoppable force of nature, a commanding figure with unmatched charisma who could captivate tens of thousands of people with a single gesture. But off stage, in that quiet moment by the pool, he was just Freddie, approachable, gracious, and kind. He didn't need to say much. His smile, his willingness to take a photograph, and the simple gift of his time spoke volumes. For Neville, that memory grew even more meaningful as he got older. Today, he lives in Sydney, Australia, where he works as a musician and a guitar instructor. And when he looks at that framed photo hanging on his wall, he doesn't just see a rock icon. He sees a man who made a shy little boy feel seen. He sees undeniable proof that even legends, even those who seem to exist on a different plane, could be down-to-earth, warm, and profoundly human. Think about it. Not everyone who meets their idols walks away with a story like this. So often, celebrities are rushed, distant, or simply too busy to pause for a moment. But Freddie Mercury stopped. He engaged. He gave his time freely. That one simple act of kindness left an indelible mark that has lasted a lifetime. And maybe that's a key reason why Freddie Mercury's legacy feels so enduring. Yes, we remember the voice, the iconic costumes, The anthems like We Are the Champions and Bohemian Rhapsody that have become the soundtrack to our lives. But stories like Neville's remind us that behind all the spectacle, there was a man who truly understood the value of kindness. A man who, even in the whirlwind of a world tour, could make time for his fans. That, perhaps, is what true greatness really looks like. It's not only the ability to command a stage, but also the ability to connect with someone on the most personal, human level. Neville's story beautifully illustrates that Freddie Mercury wasn't just a performer. He was a human being, overflowing with warmth, generosity, and the rare power to make even the smallest encounter unforgettable. So when we celebrate Freddie Mercury, we celebrate more than his music. We celebrate the way he made people feel. For Neville and his family, it was a poolside conversation, a simple photograph, and a smile that turned into a priceless treasure. For millions of others, it was his voice, his energy, and his incredible ability to make the entire world sing along with him. Neville's framed photo has hung on his wall for decades now. Every time he looks at it, he's transported back to that magical day. A day that proved legends aren't only made on stage. Sometimes they're made in the quiet, unexpected moments of everyday life. And that's why this story matters so much. Because while the world lost Freddie Mercury far too soon, memories like this keep his spirit vibrantly alive. They remind us that even though he's gone, the kindness he showed continues to inspire and resonate. In the end, legends aren't remembered only for their talent. They're remembered for their humanity. And Freddie Mercury, in the eyes of one shy little boy from Johannesburg, had an abundance of both. Thanks so much for watching. If this story touched you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more stories that celebrate the human side of our greatest icons. We'll see you in the next one.